For more than a decade, the name Tesla has become a symbol of relentless innovation in the electric vehicle industry. When Elon Musk, often referred to as the great eccentric, bet his entire future on electrifying transportation, many mocked, doubted, and even ridiculed him. Yet history has proven that the wildest ideas can become reality, and Tesla stands as the clearest proof. They transformed electric cars, once dismissed as toys for the wealthy, into a mainstream dream, redefining how humanity thinks about clean energy, batteries, and the future of mobility. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave comments. However, beneath that dazzling spotlight has always lingered a heavy, silent limitation: the lithium-ion battery. This was the core technology that fueled the EV boom, powering Tesla's Model S, Model 3, and Model Y to global success. But lithium-ion has also revealed significant barriers: costly mining, complex supply chains, fire hazards, and mounting environmental pressure. Even as Tesla pushes optimization to the extreme with its 4,680 cells, or expands its use of LFP batteries to cut costs, the truth remains unchanged: lithium is gradually hitting its physical and economic limits. Against this backdrop, recent leaks have sparked a global wave of debate. Tesla is secretly researching and may soon mass-produce aluminum-ion, Al-ion, batteries for its affordable Model 2, expected to debut in 2026. The media immediately branded this potential breakthrough with a dramatic label: the end of the lithium era. And if it becomes reality, not only Tesla but the entire global battery and energy industry will turn a completely new page in history. But the biggest question remains: is this merely overhyped rumor, or is it truly a revolutionary turning point? Aluminum-ion is not a new concept, yet for years it has remained confined to laboratory experiments, far from meeting the rigorous standards of electric vehicle commercialization. If Tesla has indeed achieved a breakthrough, it would be nothing short of a shock comparable to when humanity first created stable lithium-ion batteries in the late 20th century. To understand the significance of this event, we need to look back at history. Every technological era has been defined by a dominant form of energy. The 19th century witnessed steam power transforming the world. The 20th century was the age of oil, a fuel that shaped politics, wars, and economic booms. Entering the 21st century, the world has been gradually shifting toward electricity, and at the heart of this revolution lies the lithium-ion battery. Yet, just like every era before it, lithium-ion cannot last forever. It will have a successor. And if aluminum-ion proves truly powerful, the name Tesla will once again be etched as the pioneer of a new age. The very rumor of aluminum-ion batteries tied to the Model 2 has already sparked a wave of anticipation. For the Model 2, the affordable EV Elon Musk once hinted at is not just a product, but a global disruption strategy. If the Model S and Model X proved Tesla could build premium EVs, and if the Model 3 and Model Y turned Tesla into one of the world's best-selling automakers, then the Model 2 is the key to making electrification truly mainstream. A price point under $25,000, combined with a new battery that is cheaper, faster charging, and longer lasting, that would be a nightmare for legacy automakers still hesitating to abandon gasoline. However, the excitement comes hand in hand with skepticism. Scientists warn that aluminum-ion still faces major barriers: lower voltage compared to lithium-ion, corrosive electrolytes, difficulties in mass production, and unstable energy density at scale. Meanwhile, Tesla has just reached the milestone of producing 100,004,680 cells and filed new patents related to LFP batteries, clear signs that they are still heavily investing in lithium. Does it really make sense for them, at the same time, to leapfrog into a completely different technology? These contradictions make the topic of Tesla and aluminum-ion batteries even more fascinating. It's not simply a story about a new type of battery, it's about how Tesla might shift the balance of global energy. For if aluminum-ion succeeds, it won't just replace lithium, it could also reduce dependence on mining supply chains fraught with political risk. Aluminum is abundant, cheaper, and more recyclable, and that alone could redraw the geopolitical map of the world's energy landscape. Human beings have always been captivated by predictions of the end of an era. From steam to oil, from analog to digital, from keypad phones to smartphones, every great transition came with skepticism, debate, and resistance. Will the end of the lithium era be the next turning point? Does Tesla truly hold the trump card to reshape the future of energy? Or is this merely a dramatic narrative inflated by futuristic dreams? Either way, the mere existence of such a rumor is enough to spark curiosity, ignite imagination, and once again place Tesla at the very center of global debate. And that alone is reason enough for us to begin a deeper analysis, to peel back the truth, to confront the science, and to envision a world where lithium is no longer king, yielding its throne to aluminum-ion. To understand why the world is shaken by rumors that Tesla is preparing to abandon lithium, we must first revisit the role of lithium-ion batteries over the past 3 decades. Since being commercialized in the early 1990s by Sony, lithium-ion batteries have become the foundation of all mobile devices, from phones and laptops to electric vehicles. The basic structure of these batteries revolves around lithium ions moving back and forth between the anode, often graphite, and the cathode, metal oxide compounds, during the charge and discharge process. With high energy density, stable voltage, and long cycle life, lithium-ion batteries quickly outperformed other battery technologies such as nickel metal hydride, NIMH, or lead acid. These advantages made lithium-ion the standard for the renewable energy and electric vehicle industries. From the very beginning, Tesla staked its entire future on lithium-ion at a time when the traditional auto industry was still hesitant. However, heavy reliance on lithium has exposed unavoidable limitations. Resource extraction: lithium is not absolutely rare, but its reserves are concentrated in a few countries such as Chile, Bolivia, Argentina, and Australia. This makes the supply chain vulnerable to geopolitical fluctuations. Production cost: the price of lithium has surged multiple times over the past decade, putting enormous pressure on battery and EV costs. Safety and environment: lithium-ion batteries carry fire and explosion risks if punctured or overheated. Mining and refining lithium consumes significant water and creates notable environmental impacts. Physical limits: the energy density of lithium-ion is approaching its maximum. Even with optimizations, it is difficult to achieve a revolutionary leap forward. Tesla has continuously pursued improvements, from developing the larger, easier to produce 4,680 cells, to adopting LFP, lithium iron phosphate, batteries to lower costs and increase durability. But clearly, lithium-ion is not the permanent answer. And that is exactly why the world has become so eager upon hearing that aluminum-ion could replace lithium. Working mechanism: aluminum-ion, Al-ion, batteries use aluminum ions instead of lithium ions to store and release energy. In principle, the anode is typically metallic aluminum, while the cathode can be carbon-based materials, such as graphene, or special inorganic compounds. The electrolyte commonly used is aluminum salts dissolved in ionic liquid. Potential advantages include: abundant raw materials: aluminum is the second most common metal in the Earth's crust, easier to mine, and much cheaper than lithium. Safer: some studies suggest Al-ion batteries carry a lower risk of fire or explosion due to their more stable chemical reactions. Fast charging: Laboratory tests show that lithium-ion batteries can recharge fully within just a few minutes. High cycle durability. Certain prototypes have achieved tens of thousands of cycles without significant capacity degradation. However, the challenges are also significant. Low voltage. Lithium-ion batteries typically have a nominal voltage of around 2.0 V, much lower than the 3.6-3.7 V of lithium-ion. This results in lower energy density per cell. Insufficient energy density. Even with the best experimental prototypes, lithium-ion still struggles to meet the energy requirements necessary to replace lithium-ion in electric vehicles. Corrosive electrolyte. The ionic liquid solution containing chloroaluminate can cause material corrosion and is difficult to scale up for mass production. Comparison: lithium-ion versus lithium-ion. Criteria: lithium-ion, aluminum-ion. Energy density 250 to 300 Wh/kg, higher with advanced cells, 100 to 200 Wh/kg, current lab results. Voltage 3.6 V, 2.0 V. Raw material cost high, dependent on lithium low, aluminum is abundant. Charge/discharge cycles 1000 to 3000 cycles, possibly greater than 10,000, in testing. Safety: fire/explosion risks considered safer. Commercialization very widespread, no automotive scale product yet. From the table above, it is clear that aluminum-ion is attractive in terms of cost and durability, but still falls far behind in energy density, the decisive factor for electric vehicles. This is the very point that makes many scientists skeptical about Tesla's ability to commercialize this technology within just the next few years. Why is Tesla tied to the aluminum-ion rumor? Tesla's history with battery revolutions. Tesla has never been one to stand still. They shocked the world when they announced the 4680 cell in 2020, a breakthrough that reduced costs, increased energy density, and improved manufacturing speed. Elon Musk has repeatedly emphasized that Tesla is not a car company, but an energy company. Therefore, whenever a new battery technology rumor surfaces, Tesla's name is inevitably attached. Part of this is due to their reputation as a pioneer, and part of it is because the media knows that once the word Tesla appears, the story will spread globally. Model 2, the electric car for everyone. The aluminum-ion rumor becomes even more compelling when tied to the Model 2 project, the affordable EV Elon Musk once promised. If Tesla truly wants to bring the price below $25,000, then finding a cheaper, easier to manufacture battery is the key. And in theory, aluminum-ion could make that possible. Tesla's media strategy. We cannot ignore the factor of Tesla's communications strategy. The company is famous for its drip-feeding of information, creating enormous curiosity. Many so-called leaks are in fact tools to gauge market reaction or to maintain public attention. The aluminum-ion rumor may very well be part of this attention-grabbing tactic. Energy density. An electric vehicle requires high energy density batteries to reduce weight and increase driving range. At around 100 to 200 Wh/kg, aluminum-ion batteries today are only on par with or even lower than LFP batteries, which are already considered limited in range. Supply chain and manufacturing. Although aluminum is abundant, the entire electrochemical process for aluminum-ion batteries has not yet been standardized. Current production lines are designed for lithium-ion, shifting to lithium-ion would require massive investment. Safety and validation. Laboratory test results do not necessarily reflect reality. For any battery technology to be commercialized, it must pass rigorous safety testing, crash tests, fire hazards, temperature extremes, storage time, recyclability, and more. Aluminum-ion batteries have not yet cleared this stage. Timeline. For a battery technology to move from the laboratory to mass production for millions of cars, it usually takes at least 5 to 10 years. The idea of Tesla launching lithium-ion by 2026 seems overly ambitious. If Tesla has truly found a way to increase voltage, boost energy density, and solve the electrolyte problem for aluminum-ion, then the Model 2 would be nothing short of a nuclear bomb in the EV industry. Cheaper, faster charging, and safer cars. This could wipe out the advantages of countless traditional automakers. A more likely possibility is that Tesla is researching lithium-ion in the lab, while continuing to expand lithium-ion and LFP. The Model may second still rely on LFP or a low-cost version of the 4680, while lithium-ion is tested for the next generation. This is the most realistic scenario. Many media outlets and YouTube channels have exaggerated the information, turning small-scale research into a soon-to-be commercialized technology. In this case, the Model 2 launching in 2026 will still rely on lithium batteries, and lithium-ion will remain more of a futuristic story for the coming years. If we assume Tesla or another company successfully commercializes aluminum-ion batteries, the impact would be tremendous. Economy: the price of electric vehicles would drop significantly, making them accessible to the mass market and accelerating global electrification. Environment: reduced lithium mining, less impact on fragile ecosystems. Geopolitics: lithium-rich nations would lose their leverage, while aluminum abundant worldwide would lower the risk of geopolitical tensions. Science and technology: unlocking a wave of new applications, renewable energy grids, ultra-durable electronics, large-scale energy storage. At this moment, all objective data indicates that Tesla is still betting on lithium-ion and LFP, with no clear signs of shifting to aluminum-ion. They have already produced 100,004,680 cells, invested in lithium refining facilities, and continuously improved LFP technology. Aluminum-ion may indeed be the future, but 2026 seems far too soon. Instead of seeing this as the end of the lithium era, we should consider it the starting bell of a new race in the world of batteries. And Tesla, as usual, may be fanning the flames of that race, whether through real science or through clever marketing strategy. As rumors about aluminum-ion batteries and Tesla's affordable Model 2 for 2026 spread across the globe, people are once again reminded of the magnetic pull of the word Tesla. Whether it is just a lab experiment, an unproven concept, or a carefully crafted media strategy, the ripple effect is like a tidal wave spreading across tech forums, economic newspapers, and even coffee shops where people discuss the future of energy. So, what exactly are we standing before? Is the lithium-ion era, the very technology that powered the rise of electric vehicles, truly approaching its end? Or is this merely a semicolon in the never-ending symphony of humanity's quest to master energy? Lithium-ion, still the reigning king. It must be said outright, lithium-ion still holds the throne. With its high energy density, a fully matured production process, a globally scaled supply chain, and billions of dollars in ongoing investments, lithium-ion will not be defeated within just a few years. Tesla today continues to rely on its 4680 and LFP cells for the majority of its products. The fact that the company has already manufactured 100,004,680 cells is proof enough that its strategy still revolves around lithium. But, as with any dynasty in history, no crown lasts forever. Lithium-ion may continue its reign for another decade or two, but eventually, a new technology, perhaps aluminum-ion, sodium-ion, or even a yet unknown breakthrough, will rise to take its place. Aluminum-ion, dream or future reality? Aluminum-ion batteries, with all their advantages of abundant resources, low cost, fast charging capability, and long cycle life, have sparked the imagination of millions. The idea that in just a few years we could buy a $25,000 Tesla, charge it fully within minutes, drive hundreds of kilometers, and no longer worry about lithium mining sounds truly appealing. However, scientific reality is far colder. Low voltage, insufficient energy density, corrosive electrolytes, and difficulties in large-scale production, these are the high walls separating the lithium-ion dream from commercial reality. Promising results in laboratories do not automatically mean the technology is ready to be mounted on a car speeding down the highway. Therefore, ending the lithium era by 2026 is nearly impossible. But seeing aluminum-ion as a distant light on the horizon is entirely reasonable. It reminds us that there are always laboratories, scientists, and perhaps even Tesla engineers tirelessly experimenting with alternative solutions, preparing for the day when lithium truly becomes out of time. Model 2, a symbol of the ambition to democratize EVs? The aluminum-ion rumor tied to Model 2 is no coincidence. Elon Musk once said, "We want to create a car that almost anyone can afford." Model 2 is the symbol of that ambition. Even if Model 2 still uses lithium-ion or LFP, it will still be a revolution in itself. A Tesla priced under $25,000 will shatter psychological barriers and unlock enormous markets in developing countries, where people remain hesitant about the high cost of EVs. And if one day, Model 2 or its successor is truly equipped with aluminum-ion batteries, it will not just be Tesla's milestone, but humanity's. Because at that moment, clean energy will truly reach every home, every street. The nature of a Tesla rumor. From another perspective, we shouldn't be too harsh in assuming that such rumors are merely hype tactics. Throughout history, Tesla and Elon Musk have repeatedly used media as a strategic tool, to maintain attention, to test market reactions, and to plant the seeds of belief. Rumors about aluminum-ion batteries may be true, or they may be false. But they have already ignited the imagination of millions, sparking humanity once again to discuss batteries, energy, and the future. And perhaps that is the true power of Tesla, not only producing cars, but continually reshaping the way we think about the world. Conclusion: we are living in a fascinating moment. Looking back, we can summarize it as follows. Lithium-ion remains a solid foundation, at least for the next 10 to 15 years. Aluminum-ion is a potential dream, but still has a long road before commercialization. Tesla Model 2 is the key to making EVs truly mainstream, regardless of what battery it uses. And above all, Tesla has succeeded in keeping the world curious, hopeful, and debating. In 2026, the Model 2 may still run on lithium-ion. Aluminum-ion might only appear in a presentation slide, or as a prototype inside a lab. But what matters more is this: we, those living in this era, are witnessing the beginning of a new technological race. A race not only between companies, but also between ideas, beliefs, and the scientific frontiers waiting to be conquered. The lithium era is not over yet, but its countdown clock has already started ticking. And whether its successor turns out to be aluminum-ion or another breakthrough technology, Tesla will continue to play a vital role, like a flame pushing humanity to move faster toward a future of clean, sustainable, and fair energy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and